Hi guys, I'm Radek from Silent Stream of GODLESS ELEGY.
I am Hanka. Hi. And you are watching Stormbringer, the Austrian heavy zine.
Okay, guys, nice to have you here on our little TV channel. Smutnice, I think it's pronounced right? Smutnice is your sixth album in your career. What is the title meaning, and is there an underlying concept with the lyrics and everything, or is it just a connection of loose songs?
Smutnice is not an usual word in Czech language. It's just maybe coincidence that we have listened to some word, and smutnice means something sad or sorrowful.
Okay.
So we can translate it as poem of sadness,
Okay.
or something like that. But it's not a usual word.
It's a fantasy word.
It can be.
Yeah.
You can mean that it's a person or it's some atmosphere, but the main meaning is sadness, something like sadness.
Okay. So it refers to your basic topic in the songs. They're very somber and very sad normally. Yeah. Is there an underlying theme on the record as well? Just like, or it's just a connection of loose songs?
Yeah, this album is kind of conceptual. As the first song, the one who forged the sun, is about heavenly forger who forged his sun, like the sun, and as he circle like all the day, and he sees some stories, and other songs are these stories.
Okay. So it goes back in time,
and the last one is about
Death of the sun.
about
the death of the sun.
Yes, and it's something like a circle because the sun has to born again. Okay, and again.
I'll let you refer to the exact songs on the end. Like you can have a little word wrap with the songs later. You used many typical, maybe not typical Czech instruments, but traditional instruments on the record, like the dulcimer. Was it important for you to have these traditional vein in the music still,
sure.
like with the violins and everything?
Yeah, violin we use from our beginning, from 95 or 6. Fuck.
Yeah.
And
Like long ago.
then within 2 years we bring cellos, and from I guess Relic Dances album was 2004 we used dulcimer. So yeah, we used to that and we like it.
Yeah. And you also still, I mean, you are there from like, let's say record, like the Relic Dance record. It was your first one, and you are in the band like since 2001, I guess.
Yes.
Yeah. But you always had women in the band. It's a very interesting fact from the beginning. Is it the theme? Did you say you want to have women in the band, or just?
I guess it was just coincidence,
Yeah.
because we needed violin, and only violin player was
back then.
our friend. So.
But now you have a male, I think it's a cello or something, an e-cello player in the band, right?
It's electric cello.
Yeah.
And if you want to have a female voice, you need a woman, of course.
Of course.
But it's fine element, you know.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
eight males would be a little bit boring.
I mean, the changing vocal thing is just fine. It's just fine. You can do a lot more stuff than other bands, like with like a theater, you know, like a musical, like la, you know.
It's not the Beast and the Beauty. It's
it's not, but it's
not the usual one.
stories. Yeah, you can tell more stories, right? Right.
Yeah, that's that's all.
Besides that, you always, not always, but since Navas, is it pronounced
Navas.
correct? Navas. It's the record before the last one. you started to sing only in Czech language, right? Because before that you did many songs in English.
We tried it before that at EP Osamělí. Yeah, it was the first time we tried it, and it's better. It's better for
Not
me.
every song, but the last
Yes.
2 records, every song is in Czech, right?
Yeah. It's better for me to sing these songs because of our roots. It's simply for me to sing in my language, and I can sing deeply meanings. Yeah, because I think that it's better for our music because we how to say.
It comes from the soul more than when you sing in English.
We use our traditional instruments, and
It has more sense, you know. It's all about our music, our folklore, our instruments. And
why English?
why to use English?
Yeah.
I know it's kind of bad for marketing, you know.
I don't think so. I find it especially interesting.
Republic is small country, so
I find it especially interesting because it's in Czech.
Yeah,
Because
could
it
be
sounds
interesting,
mystic
but
to me.
it's not, you know.
Yeah. For the non-Czech speaking people out there, I think it's still a little bit mystic language, and everybody is googling what is the title meaning and
I
something.
have no problem with Norwegian band or Finnish one, so
yeah.
it's okay for me. But I guess there's someone who's what the fuck? Czech?
No, I find it's a good thing. You do that. Yeah. Keep on doing that.
yeah, for sure.
You are. You two are married. For our viewers out there who don't know, but you weren't in the band from the beginning. But he's the very first and only surviving member of the first lineup, right?
Old man. Yeah.
So you're the one who holds the band together over the years.
I'm the one of original lineup. So I'm 24. But you know, it's the band, it's underground, so it's hard to keep the same lineup because people want to make career.
Everybody has a job or something,
and so it's hard to work still.
How do you manage, for example, now that you are on this little tour over Europe? How do you manage it? Like you're 7 people on stage, and they all have to get days off at the same time. Is it hard?
It's Radek's business,
yeah. So you call the bosses of the people and say, my guitar player needs off. Not a guitar player, but the bass player.
It's difficult, for sure. Yeah, everyone had to take a free time, and we are 7 people, so it's a hard time. Yeah.
It's hard work, but you
And
still you're here.
We have families, kids, so it's
still all of your 7 are here. So you managed it.
So it's kind of vacation for us.
Yeah, of course, working vacation.
Yeah.
So it's not a headliner tour. You're supporting Bucovina on this tour, right?
Yeah, we were asked by Asgardian Events agency to support Bucovina. And why not? It's great, very good opportunity because we just after Navas album in 2011 we tried to get some booking agency. We thought we are at Season of Mist, so it would be easier. No fuck.
No. But now you're back on Red Black promotion, right?
Yeah. Back at the beginning again.
You seem to part the band in the band's history in two parts, like the first and the second. And there's a first silent stream of Godless Elegy and a second silent stream of Godless Elegy, right?
Yeah, the first 3 albums were with the different lineup and were a little bit different music, like gothic, death, doom, metal. Still with violin and cello, but now it's much more into folklore and with the different lineup, so it differs.
So do you listen the very first records like Iron? The very first records, yeah. Still, or is it just a closed chapter?
I listened to it half a year ago because there's a vinyl release, so I had to check up some tracks, and there's some live recording, but but no,
Too far away, right?
Chapter for us, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you haven't been there on this record, right?
We don't like these songs, but it's the beginning of the
of
band,
course.
yeah.
Yeah. So there's no chance you ever play the songs live.
Well, we played, I guess, some from Behind the Shadows or themes.
yeah.
But you know, when you have 6 albums, it's always difficult to pick up some 7 or 8 songs for these tours. And
Still songs that are like 25 years old. Or something.
when we have a new album, why to not play the new album?
Do you think the Moravian landscape or the Moravian I don't know, ethnic has a very big influence on the music as well, like the local traditions and everything like that?
Yes, of course, it's our specialty, and I would like to the people to know that our roots are different, that we have lots of interesting stories, lots of interesting tradition songs, and why not? Why not? I would like people to know about our Moravian part, because Moravian, it was the beginning of our state. Big Moravian, it was the first.
It was part of Austria for some time.
Yeah, of course.
Before the war.
So I like it very much.
It's funny. Everyone thinks we are Czechs, but we say no, we are Moravians, and it's not about kind of nationalistic or something like that.
No.
Just we are a little bit different from. We are the most eastern part of Czech Republic, and as for folklore or traditions, we are more close to Slovakia than to Czechs.
To Russia too. Yeah.
And to Austria too.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, because the Czech parts of Czech Republic, the Czech. Their music was inspired by German music, and the Moravian part was inspired by Russia.
More the eastern music.
Yes.
Yeah.
There you can find big differences.
Yeah. I mean, I hear a lot of Eastern folklore in the songs, which brings me to a well-known band called Orphaned Land, and the ex-member of this band produced the album, like Yossi Sassi, right?
Yeah.
How did you meet him, and how did it come to?
Yossi Sassi is his brother. Look at him.
Yeah, no. I thought he was the brother of the Corona guitar player. So, how did you end up working with Yossi?
Well, after Nava's album, the previous one, we thought what we can do more. We released by Season of Mist, and what we could do more, the better thing. So what about the producer? And I said, okay, I like what Yossi doing or did in Orphaned Land, especially for Mabul. It's my favorite album. So it was in 2013. They played at Brutal Assault Festival in Czech Republic. So I just took some CD and give him, at the backstage, hey Yossi, I admire your work. So listen to it and say what do you think?
And you haven't heard of you before that?
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
And so he said with a smile, okay, I will call you later. And, that's that's answer. And it was maybe 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And
really
I had a call from Yossi. Hey, I'm a tour bus and I like it. I want to do it. So it was the beginning, and then it was.
Yeah. It was a Navas album you gave him, right?
Yeah.
It was the first time I came in touch with the band, I have to say.
We did 8 songs for pre-production, sent to him, of course by internet. He did some work, and then we met in the studio at if you know Roland Grapov has a studio, recording studio in Slovakia. So
one thing came to another, and there we are.
There was a moment we were with the Roland Grapov in his studio with Yossi Sassi as producer. Was the dream. Yeah.
Dream come true.
It was a great time. Yeah. It's
Funny time.
both are so kind, clever boys that it was perfect.
Lots of jokes, yeah. And Jussi Sasi says our traditional alcohol drink, Slimovitz.
Yeah.
Maybe you know that. I don't know.
Who doesn't? You know, everyone out there knows Slimovitz.
And he says it's not Slimovitz, it's Slipovitz,
Yeah.
because you can go sleep after that, yeah.
If you have too much. You know.
Maybe, yeah.
But it's part of the studio time, of course, to have some drinks, right?
Yeah. Many
You're still in our age.
yeah, many funny moments, and we are still in contact and hope to play together
Yeah.
sometime. Yeah.
But he isn't in Offering Land anymore. He's just doing his solo stuff, I guess, right?
Yeah. Like I guess it's Jussi Sasi and
something,
Oriental Orchestra or something like that.
Yeah. But still, yeah, he's a very big name in the business, in the folk, metal, rock business. Yeah. Okay, before people get bored out there, we do a little word rap with all the 8 songs. I say the title in English because I can't pronounce it in Czech. But I say the title, and you just.
Try.
I could try, yeah, and you can say, okay, you suck at Czech.
I'm a teacher of Czech language too, yeah? I will correct.
Oh, so I'm getting nervous here.
Don't worry.
The first is called Ten Který ukoval slunce, right? Yeah, it's perfect. And it's called The One Who Forged the Sun, which is the opening track. Just either 3 words or a short sentence on the song.
Well, Hanka is writer, so
But you can say something too if you want.
It's about a man who forged his son, the sun. Yeah, it's the moment when the sun is born, yeah, and is going up in the sky, and the sun will tell the stories.
Okay.
Yeah.
All the other songs, right?
Yeah.
As you said in the beginning.
It's the beginning of the frame of our album.
Yeah. Like a very old tale told all over the world.
Yeah.
The second one is called Kdo z nás je víc?
Kdo z nás je víc?
Víc, yeah. Which of us is more?
Yeah.
What do you say about that?
It's the fight between 2 gods because of woman. Yeah.
Okay, not of the sun. They don't fight about the sun.
Yeah. The sun sees this story only.
Yeah.
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 I don't know which 2 gods.
Veles and Perun. And
They are like, which gods are they? Czech gods? No. Is it some
Gods from Slavic mythology.
Okay. So I never heard of them.
Still, it's fight for a girl.
Okay. Like nowadays, you know. Okay, Sinečku is the one song you made the video for. It's a love song, I suppose, because it's called My Beloved, right?
yes, and it's a really sad song because the girl is waiting for her man. He is a soldier, and he is dead. She doesn't know that, and she has a baby. And she's still waiting for him. The baby is growing up, and the baby that's 2. So
Nice.
nice.
Baby dies.
Yes, baby dies. Yeah.
Nice, yeah.
And she's still waiting.
Okay.
Without the man, without the baby.
Yeah, but actually a story which happened all over Europe after the war, I guess. So true story for some people.
That's us, sad stories.
Yeah. Everyone has something like that in the family, I guess.
Yeah, not that cheerful band, you know. It's not us.
Yeah, of course, it's very somber, sad music. But Takoprav, the one, it's like funny. It's a short word, but it's a whole sentence. He who talks to birds.
Yeah, that's very difficult to translate it to English.
The bird talker. Or something.
Yeah, something like that. Nevím, jestli řekne věštit. The man who
makes prophecies.
Okay.
Prophecies
So a sorcerer or something.
Yeah, kind of.
Like a clairvoyant.
And he does it from flight of birds.
Oh, okay.
So, kind of.
Okay, the flight of Icarus and the sun. So you have the connection here, I guess.
Actually, you mentioned it's Takoprav in Czech, and there's too much words for this, but all it is about lyrics in Hanka's lyrics are not easily translatable to English because it's old stuff, and some words there have no translation.
Yeah.
So
Fantasy words as well. Yeah.
Yes, and
Like fairy tales or something.
yes, and all old books, old stories from our folklore.
Okay, so very interesting to go deeper into the lyrics. We still have left Maloverna. Malo is small, I know that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but she of little faith. So a person of little faith. So what is behind that song?
Je to podsta.
it's an honor.
Honor to all the women who has to died in the fire because of their knowledges.
Like the witches and everything.
Yes, yes,
Yeah. Very, very, very dark times back then. Yeah.
Yeah, there were not witches. There were
Just women, but
too clever
Yeah,
women
yeah.
for that age.
maybe they were just normal women. Just Zane Vesto, right? Yeah, Zane Vesto to the bride. So it's is a marriage song or something?
Jak se řekne varování? It's a warning.
A
Yeah.
warning to
Oh
all the brides
boy.
out there.
Yeah. Oh boy, don't go to the bride. She will kill you.
Oh,
She is a bad witch.
okay,
Okay, don't do it.
okay.
But he goes. Yeah.
Something like that happened in Moravia.
Maybe
Yeah,
in some
bride
old
killed
stories.
killed the groom or something.
Why not?
Actually, it's one of two songs we use some real folklore motive.
Okay.
Because
Okay.
everyone think we take folklore motive, but it's all about us. It's our songs.
Yeah, yeah,
but
yeah.
there are two songs in this album
Okay.
that we used to work for some
which is the second
real
one?
folklore. The second one, I guess, the next one.
The next one, which is
Yeah.
Tichy Zbev, yeah,
Yeah.
a quiet tune,
Yeah.
which is actually a quiet tune. Yeah.
It's about a big promise between man and woman. They want to stay together for ages. Yes, forever.
doesn't?
And the title is a quiet tune because the woman doesn't hear,
Okay.
and she would like to hear his voice,
Oh.
and she can't.
Okay. So we're back to the sad love story here.
Yeah, bad love story, and I was inspired by a daughter of my friend because she doesn't hear too.
Okay. Quiet love. Yeah.
Yeah.
Bez Breši. Is this Břeží? Bez Břeží. Shoreless. It's with the R with the thing up there. So, shoreless, without shores. So,
Yeah, it's the last song, and it's about goddess Morana, what's Slavic goddess of death. So she brings the sun to the nav, what's hell in Slavic one, to give a rebirth to him. So it's very sad song, very
Okay.
Mm.
doomy.
Okay, so Nav is hell?
Yeah.
Yeah, so the Navas album refers to the hell as well?
No, Navas is an amulet.
Okay.
Amulet from stones and berries and
Okay.
It's only similar, but
Okay,
not the
okay.
same meaning.
Okay, great. So yeah, okay, that's all about it from our little Czech and mystic and history lesson here. I say thank you to Hana or Hanka,
Yeah.
right? And Radek from Silent Stream of Godless Elegy. Yeah. That's all about here from our little studio. I say thank you for having you here, and keep on the great work.
Thank you for your support.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks.
You're welcome.